Pretty happy just to see anything but the option on the game tape here when you're scouting this team.
Well, we have to shift gears dramatically. We go from a run-oriented team to a balanced, spread, up-tempo attack this week versus Western Carolina. The Citadel got after us really good. I think we had 2 plays that we held them to no yards, and the rest of them were positive plays, and we forced no turnovers and turned it over 4 times last week. You're not going to win many ball games doing that, but we got to, again, shift our gears. We got to go on the road. Western Carolina is a much improved football team. They've done a really good job of elevating their talent. And anytime you play on the road, it makes it that much more difficult, especially in conference play.
You feel better suited to defend a spread happy team versus an option team?
Well, I mean, I think that goes without saying. We played the spread teams better than we played the Citadel. There's no question about it. So, it's going to allow us to use our athletic front. We've been pretty good in pass defense, so hopefully we can play a little better than we did last week.
What's team morale like after a hype game last week doesn't go the way you want it to? How do you keep team morale up, or is that not an issue?
I don't think that's an issue. The biggest problem I had last week, we were not hyped up for the game when it came game time. We were all week, and then it's kind of game time. We rolled around. It was like we didn't want to play, and then they came out and they hit us right in the mouth, and we didn't respond, and that was the disappointing thing about Saturday. So hopefully we'll get that corrected. Hopefully we'll play with much more passion, but that was a very embarrassing performance by the Samford Bulldogs on Saturday afternoon.
So you mentioned hype, you mentioned turnovers. What other takeaways from the game Saturday?
We just didn't play with any emotion, and they got a really good team. I mean, you got to give them tremendous credit. They've been playing at a high level. They beat Wofford first time in 17 years for those guys. And they played about as good as you could play offensively when you run the option. And of course, we had some very critical turnovers at inopportune times. And you put those 2 things together, it's not going to be a very good day for your football team.
What do you like about the program still, even though last week didn't go the way you wanted? What do you like about it?
Well, I think we got some good boys, and we got some guys that need to have more passion about playing. We had some good young players step up in the ball game, which was very was very pleasing to me. But right now we just got to focus on getting better and playing with a lot more emotion each and every day.
If I heard you correctly, you were saying they had that energy in the practices leading up to the game, just wasn't there in the game. So how do you gauge that this week, knowing there were positive signs last week too, and then or do you just have to wait till Saturday?
I know about 2:30 Saturday afternoon, and and that was the disappointing thing about it. And that's the coach's job to keep that up. But we were just lackluster in all areas on Saturday, and that's probably the thing that was the most disappointing for me.
Is there urgency? Like you're 1-2 now in conference, and I don't know if you want a win-out scenario, but it's one of those things where you need some wins in a hurry, I guess.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, well, we look at it again. You've been doing this with me for several weeks now. We look at it one game at a time, and this is another opportunity for us to get back on track.
Good.